A late scratch in this race. There's a late scratch in this race. Scratch number 1, Blind Justice. Scratch number 1, Blind Justice from this race. Refunds of all wagers concerning number 1, Blind Justice. Now a scratch in the opener. Scratch the 1. Less than a minute. And the horses have reached the starting gate. It's post time. Waiting for Priest and Tap Attack. They're in the gate. Oh, Tap Attack is backed out. So waiting for Tap Attack. Back in. They're in the gate. And they're off. 38 with a good beginning toward the inside. Then it's Priest in sixth and a break of 4 back to Consider. The Tap Attack is stalking them to the outside in third. A margin of 3 from there to Poseidon, Wrath, and Bassett. Priest and Consider are at the back. The opening quarter goes in 22 and 3, and Tap Attack is poised on the outside, 3 wide third. 3 lengths back, Poseidon Wrath is fourth and toward the rail. Bassett is racing in fifth. Priest and Consider at the top of the stretch. It's Kolsch in front, but Tap Attack to the attack. And Tap Attack takes charge with 3/16 to go and opens up by 2. Kolsch is back into second. Poseidon Wrath is rolling up on the outside, trying to take over second, but it's Tap Attack with a 3-length lead. 100 yards to go. Poseidon Wrath angles down toward the rail, but time is running out, and Tap Attack has won. Tap Attack the winner. Poseidon Wrath was second. Kolsch was third, and 38 was fourth. Number 8, Tap Attack was first. Number 6, Poseidon Wrath was second. 2, Kolsch was first race winner. Tap Attack is a 4-year-old son of Candy Ride from Tapatia by Tapit, owned by Griffon Farms and Michelle Lovell, trained by Michelle Lovell with winning rider Rafael Bejarano. Tap Attack was bred in Kentucky by Winchell Thoroughbreds. The time for the race, 1:17.01 seconds, and it's not yet official. First race official. Coming up in the second race today, note that number 1, Convection, is a gelding. Scratch the 3, Carbon Striker. Scratch number 3, Carbon Striker from race number 2. 22 minutes. And they're off. 38 with a good beginning toward the inside. Poseidon Wrath is there. Tap Attack races up. Colts down toward the rail. Comes on through to grab fourth. Bassett is away fifth. Then it's Priest in sixth. And a break of four back to consider the early trailer. So down the backstretch run, Colts comes on through to challenge 38 for the lead. They are head in head. Tap Attack is stalking them to the outside in third. A margin of 3 from there to Poseidon Wrath and Bassett. Priest and Consider are at the back. The opening quarter goes in 22-3, and it is Kolsch who comes on through to take a narrow lead. 38 is keeping pace, though. Just a neck behind with 3 furlongs to go. And Tap Attack is poised on their outside, 3 wide third. 3 lengths back. Poseidon Wrath is fourth and toward the rail. Bassett is racing in fifth. Priest and Consider at the top of the stretch. It's Kolsch in front, but Tap Attack to the attack, and Tap Attack takes charge with 3/16 to go and opens up by 2. Kolsch is back into second. Poseidon Wrath is rolling up on the outside, trying to take over second, but it's Tap Attack with a 3-length lead, 100 yards to go. Poseidon Wrath angles down toward the rail, but time is running out, and Tap Attack has won. Tap Attack the winner. Poseidon Wrath was second, Kolsch was third, and 38 was fourth.
Petit Verdot gets the best of Churchill early, maybe we get first run on Too Bad So Sad, who I think is just going to have too much work to do, especially at 2-1. So playing Churchill to be one of the front runner threats at a nice price.
Up there at the 6-1. That's a nice price. Best form of the career, cozy outside post. I like what you're thinking. I like the value even better. I've got pick third. I've got Petit Verdot on top. This horse has tried a little bit of everything. He sprinted on the turf. He actually tried stakes a couple of times as a 2-year-old. He's had a good 3-year-old year for the most part. Interesting that he earned 42 grand as a 2-year-old. He's earned 42 grand here as a 3-year-old. He's run well on the main track at Churchill, and he ran against that bias at Kentucky Downs last out at September the 9th. Horses were not winning on the lead. They were not winning on the inside. He was up close on the inside. It was an outside and off the pace turf course at Kentucky Downs the vast majority of the meet, and that was against much better competition than he's facing today. You mentioned the 5.5 furlong distance should suit him to a T.
Absolutely. And I would say it 2-1, a little more interesting than I was expecting. Surprised to see Too Bad So Sad taking this kind of money, to be frank, and flirted with making that one my top pick, even with the running style. But at 2-1, certainly glad I didn't. And Petit Verdot, I see as the one to hook up maybe with my top pick.
The 2 is Too Bad So Sad, who you've got picked second. I've got picked fifth, but I certainly respect his chances, particularly with Tyler Gaffleone aboard. And this is your Twin Spires market mover, an easy one off the 8-1 morning line. He's live in the daily doubles and super live in the win pool. Co-favorite right now, Ed.
Surprises me at 2-1. Definitely, clearly the market mover off that price. Not only because of the 8-1 morning line, but even when handicapping the race, I thought, yeah, that sounds right. I mean, maybe 5 or 6.
Agreed.
Certainly not 2. But Tyler Gaffleone, definitely one that sticks out to me as a rider who maybe can turn around this one's fortunes. I would say further discouragement at the short price anyway is that the 5.5 furlong efforts earlier this year at Sam Houston definitely further back, and ran okay under Ray Gutierrez, but definitely was further back against better. And a repeat of that, just I think we'll have too much to do against these.
Beating a combined 57 lengths in the last 4 starts. Fits well at this level, but certainly needs to turn that form around. I need to get quite a bit of float off of that current 2-1 price to be even mildly interested. Let's take a look at this 6 Ed Tomato Bill for Steve Asmussen and Brian Hernandez. We're seeing this jockey trainer combination a lot more lately. The last couple of times this horse ran on a fast track at Sam Houston and other than competition, he ran 2 good races. Steve with this horse, now winners of 3 at Saratoga, the last 2 starts. Didn't perform all that well. Second time blinkers back on a fast track. Lots going on here, but you have to respect the connections, and this horse is tactical enough to stay close and should be finishing late.
Understandable why Steve off getting the horse from Clement would look at turf being by more than ready. Didn't work out the last 2 because it came off the turf, but did get experience at this distance on the main track. 9-2 though, I actually would say I prefer, obviously going to prefer my top pick at a little longer price, but another one that maybe shows some speed and can surprise because of it.
Number 1 is Convection, the morning line favorite, the favorite that Ed and I are both against. Ran off the screen practically in his debut at Keeneland, winning by 5. But Eddie Keneally didn't get overly ambitious off the maiden, claiming 30. Put him right in a logical spot. Now winners of 2 for 50. He did win again and was claimed again. Last year race is not great. Tom Ames dropping him in class. Knows where to spot his horses. Not afraid to cut ties.
Look, if this horse runs back to the debut win or even the second win, they're all running for second. So that's the price. That's the odds you want to factor in. I just can't play the horse even at 3-1 to run back to that race. Maybe with some more time off, but not today.
Race number 2, pick 4 wagering, 5.5 furlongs the distance, non-winners of 3, and for the tag of 20,000 or 3-year-olds to be eligible. Ed's going to go with a 9-2 shot, that being the number 7, Socho. I am on the speed of the number 5, Petit Verdot, your lukewarm 5-2 favorite in a very good betting race. Good luck.
On the track for race number 2, number 1's a gelding, scratch number 3. Double exacta, trifecta, superfecta, pick 3, and pick 4. 7 minutes. And the horses have reached a starting at its post time. Waiting for Petit Verdot, Tomato Bill, and Churchill. They're in the gate. And they're off. Petit Verdot from mid-pack with Tomato Bill. Churchill there to the outside. Convection fires through toward the rail. 4 crossed the track early. Too Bad So Sad is 4 lengths farther back in 5th. Outsprinted so far. Inventing Blame the Trailer. Petit Verdot on through to the front. And Tomato Bill right alongside of that one. They're onto the turn together. Convection is chasing inside while third. Shocho's racing 4th now. Up into 3rd with 3 furlongs to go. And Petit Verdot rests an narrow lead away from Tomato Bill, who keeps pace so far. Shocho's honing in from 3rd. Convection's under pressure 4th. Too Bad So Sad comes alive from 5th. 4 lengths behind. They're off the turn into the stretch. Petit Verdot confronted by Tomato Bill. Churchill 3rd and closing in. Too Bad So Sad down the center of the track by the 8th pole. Tomato Bill, tenuous lead. Petit Verdot fights on, but is back into 2nd. Churchill is racing 3rd. Too Bad So Sad is 4th. It's Tomato Bill first under the wire. Tomato Bill by 2.5 in the end. Petit Verdot was 2nd. Churchill was 3rd. Too Bad So Sad was 4th. They're off. Arthur.
That was the exact of the horse that pressed the
Yep.
pace setter.
Yeah, I mean, Churchill looked like would have late interest, and similar to what we talked about, did get the jump on Too Bad So Sad, who looked like might be able to close and get third, but Churchill kept going too. So 5.5. We have several this weekend. Keep that in mind.
Race number 3, a mile and a 16th the distance here. Maiden claiming 10s. We'll talk more about the race in just a moment. It is Derby City 6 time, and the carryover pool just shy of 40,000. We're going to take a closer look at that in just a moment. First, let's take a look back to what happened on Sunday, Ed. And we say this time and time and time again. You know, if you just have the right opinions in the right places and spread in the right places on a 20-cent minimum wager, a 20-cent ticket, $12,000 with a 9-1 that you and Scott Shapiro both liked, a 10-1 in Gunnar Paul. It was tough for me to get to, but I had greener pastures. Town Avenger was my best bet. Henny's Crazy Train was 4-5, and Super Quick was logical at 5-2 as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, Henny's anytime in my mind the most likely winner of the sequence wins. The public agrees as well. 4-5 on Henny's Crazy Train, and you're still keying a 20-cent payout for 12,000 plus. Really, any 5-figure payout. That's always why I get excited about playing this bet, because you can lean on a logical and still be in line for an overlaid payout. This is for 20 cents. Multiple winners, congratulations. But because of that, we do have a carryover today.
4 winners at 5-2 or less, and the other 2 9 and 10-1 respectively. Let's take a look at that carryover pool. We have not had a single winner at this Young September meet as of yet. 39,595. It's been close going into the last race. A couple of different.
We had the
to 5, your Twin Spires market mover. This is Madame Pie for Tommy Drury and Joe Talamo off the riding double on Sunday. And Ed, the big question with this one is Fast Dirt. Are you willing to take a chance on a horse that has never run a parimutuel horse race in 8 tries on Fast Dirt? 3-2. Favored in the win pool, favored in all pools, in fact, and thus your Twin Spires market mover off the 4-1 morning line.
3-2 is a little light. I'm surprised. I mean, I definitely
You're
thought,
5 deep here, right?
Yeah, I'm 5 deep. I would expect a little bit of float, although you did know is the favorite in all pools. So, Mike had this a little, Mike Battaglia, morning line maker, had this as a pretty evenly bet race. I agreed with him, so I'm definitely surprised to see this one clearly the one to take money. But even beyond the question of Fast Dirt, once you get past that question, the performances say this horse is the fastest of the group. That 74 Brisnet speed rating last out at Churchill did come on the turf, but this horse in almost every one of his performances has shown some run at some point and now gets in for maiden 10. And we saw the dropper in the opener get the job done as the public expected. Madam Pie, yes, the most likely winner. 3-2 means 40% of the time. I'm not sure it's that often, Joe.
Number 2, Kolsch in the opening race was ridden by Oliver Calderon, and after breaking slowly did make the lead. And I'm thinking my Pharaoh lady might make the lead here. And if she can slow it down with a 10-bomb bug break in the weight, she might be able to take them from go to woe. The dirt track race at Churchill in late May was not good. Got beat 40.5 lengths, but broke slowly and was wide against much better. Sliding down the class ladder here off a better than it looks turf sprint at Colonial last out. Again, the blinkers on, stretching back out, has speed, gets 10 pounds, and I'm getting 10-1.
Now, this horse has been on 3 different circuits, 2 different trainers. I'm a little concerned that 5 different jockeys in 5 starts and now 6. There comes a point where that just strikes me as not ideal. But given all the money going to my top pick, I certainly wouldn't talk you off at 9-1.
Yeah, I'll take it, certainly, with the big weight break and the potential to be on or near the lead, and hopefully through slow fractions, that certainly would help. Let's take a look next at the 4 up there at 7-1 and a very good betting race outside the favorite. Had every other horse in the race besides Madam Pie, who's 3-2. Every other horse is between 5-1 and 10-1, including the number 4 that is Beyond a Million for Chris Hartman. Claimed a couple of different times already. Recent races at Ellis have been very average, but the race here at Churchill sprinting on May 21st was decent enough, and this one stretching out again off the turf sprint should be forwardly placed.
Yeah, the forwardly placed definitely struck out to me, and broken record based on what we talked about in the opener, but similar class, albeit for different age and such. But 10,000 maiden claimers. I want a horse who's at least going to be out there, make them pass you, which some of these don't like to do. Needs to find improvement on the Brisnet speed rating scale for sure, but does have experience on the dirt at least. And Chris Hartman, we went through some stats last week, and him and Mitchell, very good, not only in September, but in the spring. They team up here, and 7-1, not bad.
Number 5, I'm styling. Florent Giroux for Brian Williamson. 2 starts back, ran a pretty good third on the turf off the bench at Ellis Park behind Right Trap, who has since come back to win here at Churchill on opening week. Then last out ran a good second on the turf again. Moves back over to the dirt, has a decent main track form. Pioneer of the Nile, Giants Causeway on the bottom. That's a good pedigree for the main track here at Churchill Downs. And Flo thinks enough to ride this one for Brian Williamson. Flo, doesn't ride every race on the card. So when he's in these cheaper races, you got to take a second look.
Absolutely. I would say what stirred me away versus others that are making turf to dirt and other type moves is looking at the dirt races, the Brisnet pace ratings. This horse just has never shown a competitive part of the race on dirt. That concerns me here, even on the drop in class. And given that so many others are a similar price, I'm willing to fade.
Adam Beschizza, Brett Calhoun, blinkers on, turf to dirt. The number 1, Palace Magic. Again, at all those horses between 5 and 9-1, including this one quickly.
I think Brett was the first in the paddock. So if that means anything to you, that could be an angle. Gets the rail, could be a benefit.
Twin Spires market mover, Ed DeRosa also on the number 8, Madam Pie, trying to run him down in her first ever try on fast dirt in her 9-race career. We'll see if she can get it done. Everybody else in the field between the odds of 5-1 and 10-1 with 7 minutes of post time for the third on the 8-race card. Good luck.
the track for race number 3 and the start of the Derby City 6. The carryover more than 39,000. Scratch number 9, Spitz, 7 minutes to post. Post time in a minute. And the horses have reached the starting gate. It's post time. Waiting for Beyond a Million and Madam Pie. They're in the gate. And they're off. Palace Magic veered in sharply soon after the start and is off near the back of the pack. Beyond a Million breaks out on top. As You Were is there, and I'm Stylin's not far behind either. My Furrow Lady tough to control in the early stages down toward the rail. So into the clubhouse turn they go, and it's Beyond a Million out there setting the pace, leading by 2. My Furrow Lady comes on to grab second. As You Were is in the clear while third. Palace Magic toward the inside. Races up to grab fourth. I'm Stylin is fifth. Highland Haven is sixth. Norma Jex toward the inside, seventh, and Madam Pie at the back in eighth. The opening quarter goes in 23 and 3/5 seconds. It's Beyond a Million, bounding along past a 5/8 pole in control. My Fair Lady is tracking intently from second. 2.5 lengths back to Palace Magic, who's waiting while third. Another 3 from there to I'm Stylin advancing up to grab fourth. And then it's As You Were losing ground fifth. Madam Pie for the outside post to the rail for the run around the far turn. And then it's Highland Haven under pressure, and at the back is Norma Jex. 3 furlongs to go now. Beyond a Million still the leader. My Pharaoh Lady giving her cue on the outside second to try and get by Beyond a Million. They have gone 5 lengths clear of I'm Stylin, who's now third. Palace Magic back into fourth. Highland Haven and Madam Pie. And just like that, Beyond a Million has opened up by 5. My Pharaoh Lady repelled off the turn. I'm Stylin has moved into second. The rest are struggling. A very strong outfield behind Beyond a Million, who's gone clear by 8 or 9 and is pouring it on with 100 yards to go. Beyond a Million, a no doubt about it winner, wins by 9 lengths in the end. I'm Stylin was second. Highland Haven's up for third. Madam Pie was fourth. Number 4, Beyond a Million first. Number 5, I'm Stylin was second. Number 6, Highland Haven was third. Photo for fourth. And number 8, Madam Pie, finished 4th, not official. Third race winner is Beyond a Million, a 3-year-old daughter of California Chrome from Like a Million by Street Sense. Owned by Jackie Rojas, trained by Chris Hartman with Mitchell Murrow. Beyond a Million, bred in Kentucky by Toyota Farm. Shizunai, 145.82, not yet official. In the 4th race today, number 2, Blinkers On, late workout number 3. September the 18th, 102.8, breezing out of the gate right here at Churchill. Scratch number 5, Ameristar. Scratch the 5 from the upcoming 4th. Today's 3rd race official, the 3rd race, the Kentucky Resma Run. Chris Perry in the winner's circle to present the trophy to the connections of Beyond a Million, the winner of race number 4. Sorry, race number 3. The 4th race is next, and it's in 22 minutes.